Okay, directly on towards the game, we're going to be able to see Monopi, Kirie, Soba, and City here from RC. It seems like Soba's still here. One of the players did take a break, I'm quite sure, but this is currently 1-1 for both RC and FL. RC is 0-3, which means they're on a 3 loss in a row. Not the best, especially when they were first place last season. So let's move on straight towards the game now. I'm going to be able to see Hasha here. Wish Spider. Not quite sure what the skin is. But once again, seems like forward might actually become first chase. Forward as first chase isn't the best. You do see Soba on the right hand side here as well, while she just vaulted the window here as Cordy, still trying to play a little bit more of window mind games, it does seem. We're just trying to play a little bit more red light tricks. But like, even so, I just feel like for Hasha, if they have excitement, in which they do have excitement, it won't be useless. You know what? It won't be useless. It's just that it's gonna take even longer for you to actually get Cordy down. Cordy here realizing there is no red light being shown as well from the staircase. Now it's just kind of a mix and mash between both the survivors and the hunter. For now, let's just say it's a really good scenario for Coordinator, in which she's able to get the gun out and she's only taking 1 hit here after 3 web threads. We most likely will not pallet stun there, as it's probably for the best. Now for Soba right now, the thing he has to worry about honestly is whether or not he can jump down or not, and it seems like it won't be possible here anymore. That one pallet wouldn't really be able to stop you, as it's going to be Trunk Guard Detention alongside which that's Addiction. Addiction, Quenching Effect, and Berserker. You see, the thing is, right, excitement is still there, so even if forward comes Stun Harass, Stun Rescue, I don't think it's going to be able to do much. We're going to be able to see that wanted order on forward as well, so this rescue, I don't think it's going to happen. This rescue is too risky for it to happen, especially with 2.5 Life Machines done. It's a Soul Weaver with max web threads. So like, for forward right now, the best thing he can do is to go on decode, and we need someone else to come in and give the tinnitus. Now, of course, you might say City does have that tie turner. I don't necessarily think it'll be worth it to rescue a Cordy in basement. Because like, we'll be honest with ourselves, like, regardless of whether Cordy used her gun or not, if Cordy didn't use her gun, we're not rescuing. If Cordy did use her gun, that's great, we extended the kite, and we are not rescuing. Because for now, all what Survivor have to do is to maintain their advantage here with Cordy getting her gun out. I would say Cordy timed it pretty well as well. You know, Hasha wanted to hide behind that frame, but it's kind of just a little bit hard. Maybe we've waited 1 or 2 seconds, it could have been better. But right now, that's going to be 1 coordinator dead and eliminated. Forward is still nearby. We're going to change targets here. Well, not forward. Aeroplane is nearby. So we're going to change targets here towards the next nearest survivor. But for Hasha right now as well, this is a Soul Weaver with 120 stacks of web threads. Even for forward here, I feel like if you want to pull a ball, you need to be very careful of how you pull it. Because if you're not careful... Hey! Whoa, Monopi. I don't know how he didn't crash. I'm not sure how he pulled the ball in the same area for that long, but we missed a split. Okay, that's fine. Forward here having tight turn, but he also does have borrow time, which is good. Now the excitement might be rendered useless. We're just gonna have to see how endgame goes. But even so, last life machine here is currently being decoded by the aeroplane, and City here doing a really good job finishing off that last 80% cipher machine, just so Psychologist can go finish off the 45% cipher machine. That was being done by forward. But right now, what we have to worry about here is how long can forward actually contain. He's actually doing pretty well with only 1 web thread left of damage on him to get downed. For now, forward's just trying to take as much webs as possible, so we're gonna take as much as possible, so then there's not that much left for Hasha endgame. But like, Hasha also didn't hit there. Monopi tried to play a little bit, played mind games there. Well, he wasn't trying to play mind games, he was trying to force or trick a normal hit out, just so maybe he can actually get towards the pallet, in which I do believe you definitely would have. But right now, if we think about it logically speaking, City decoding the cipher machine will be for the best, as he decodes 2% faster than Psycho. For Psycho here, it's a 3-hit character with borrowed time. It is a 3-hit character here with borrowed time. So what I would say is, this isn't something necessarily an issue for Psycho to actually get towards this year. Now, double spit might come true for Hasha, I won't lie. So like, preferably speaking, you need to go now, as Kiria here did manage to find a window to get through Hasha. Now Hasha needs to spit twice here. If I was Hasha, I would have tried split as much as possible. It seems like we actually want to get forward down ASAP right here. So if we can get a body block, that would be for the best. That's going to be split on cycle number 1. That's going to be split number 2. And then forward is one split down in a nutshell. So what we have to weigh here is we just want to vault over this pallet as much as we can. But popping open here is not a good option. Popping open here is not a good option. Even for me, I would have waited for Kiria to get towards the exit gate or something. Even for Kiria, I would have waited for... I would have waited... Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely would have waited for the exit gate. As our cycle here is going to go down in towards basement. We're currently hiding in basement. Asha here being a little bit more careful compared to usual. It's kind of unusual for survivors to go into basement, but right now Psycho did find a window to get out. But even if she wants to get out, she might be found here by the spider. Oh, that's a face-to-face right there, and a blink in. Immediate 3-man elimination. FL only needs a tie game from the survivor side next game. And I don't think it's going to be hard. I genuinely don't think it's going to be hard here. But that blink has been used. Let's congratulate the 3-man elimination game here for FL Hasha. Moving on straight towards second half of game 3. Okay, moving on will be Aka with the Hermit. It's a teleport Hermit here with instant attention. Survivor side though, we'll be able to see a double flywheel on Seer and Prisoner. Meanwhile, double tie turning here from the Survivor side. I will be honest, I feel like for FL Survivor side here, it would be better just run knee-jerk reflex and flywheel, no matter what. You only need a woman escape to get to extra rounds, unless I'm wrong with the points. But like tie game, if you run tie game with knee-jerk reflex and flywheel, it should be overall more than enough. But it seems like for you right here, he wants to rotate towards the corner ciphering, which it has been locked. But for me personally speaking, running straight down the line and going up the stairs might just be a better option, even if you do annoy M-Code there a little bit. But it's still an aeroplane that a Hermit can't even catch up towards to. Right now, that's going to be a blue on straight towards Yug. As we do see here as well, right? Aka didn't connect. Aka not connecting just simply means that we want to try to get this survivor down as fast as possible. That's going to be a red orb and immediate hit register, but that's okay as well. We don't care as much compared to before, and right now we're just going to link ASAP. The slight issue here is teleporting out. Looking for MCO might not just be the better option because it is still an aeroplane as you're up again. Oh, okay, you know what? The jetpacks aren't the best, I won't lie. A little bit of a harder terrain to play around, but that's second hit register 60 minutes in towards the game. But good news is trait has also been used here as well. And it's still an aeroplane we're talking about, so it shouldn't matter too much. Right now we're seeing the heal here on towards Seer 2. Seer does have that extra owl, and it's once again an aeroplane that we're talking about. That is a brilliant, and I say that, and I mean this, right? That was a brilliant, brilliant jetpack. Just to dodge towards the side. But right now, let's just say no one having any... Well, Grave Fever did change to blue. That's great. That's going to be MCO's last jetpack they're used. But we contained for like a good, you know, 50 seconds about now with 3 jetpacks. Which, you know, overall is definitely very good. But it's just that we weren't decoding early games. So that's a slight issue as the owl did come out. With the owl coming out here, owl stays for 8 seconds. But then the one thing I would criticize about that would be Miracle Orb is also about 8 seconds. Like once you get a Miracle Orb out and then you get an Owl out, like Miracle Orb will be ready when Owl is gone, even if you don't hit it right. So like for me, in that sense, it's kind of like, yes, it's not a bad idea to try and actually get try and get the Owl out early so you don't make a mistake, but for Hermit, I don't think it's going to matter as much. I do think as well for Aka there, he did want to get the Owl out, but that's going to be hit down from Yug. But overall for now, look, 2 minutes and 30 seconds in towards the game. We've instant potential alongside with Wanted Order Berserker. I think that was drop down speed boost. Forgot what that was called again. What was that called again? Control Freak. Control Freak. I think it was called Control Freak because we changed the original Control Freak now to Sadist. And of course, Wish Announcement too. Now, Cypher Machines are kind of slow, if I'm being honest with you. We can rescue once. We can rescue once, and that's about it. Because once when we rescue once here, you need to get both Prisoner and Gravekeeper healing together, because Prisoner will be at half health by then if I'm not wrong. So right now, we want to stop you from decoding there as much as possible. We're going to do a full chair rescue here, it seems, for FL Mike and for FL Survivor side. If we can time this properly, it will be nice, especially after GK's buff as well. It's 0.5 second rescue time. Well, I'll be honest, it's probably 0.3 seconds if we do the calculations properly. That's a meter rescue, that's a blue on towards MCO and another red. And I think that's enough. And I do think that's enough. Right now, what matters here is run. Just run to the corner, don't get Miracle Orbs on you, and you'll be fine. Because like with this Cypher Machine Decoding Practice, it's a guaranteed tie game. If you see it here, right? 4 Cypher Machines, 70% plus. MCO towards a corner where it's going to take a good 10 odd seconds. Well, maybe not 10, but 5+ seconds to chair. And the, well, chair animation included as well, I guess. But now it's kind of like, okay, we see where Seer is. We do know that we have teleport. But the question is, if we go to Cypher Machine that isn't primed, Aka might just teleport towards the Cypher Machine that is primed. Ooh, we got that brilliant blue on towards Seer though. Oh, not Seer, Gravekeeper though. Hold on. This is going to change quite a lot of what's going to happen now. Because if that didn't land, Aka needed to teleport, but now Aka doesn't even have to invest to teleport. The moment that he sees the Cypher Machine that's shaking, he can actually teleport over. Right now we do see a double red on towards the survival side, but we're going to change our because immediately just a Sasori who didn't know that's going to be hit straight on towards our prisoner. And of course Seer cannot decode here anymore, because if he does, that's going to be a dead man down alongside with the prisoner who's currently being contained, well, not contained, currently being chased right now. Sasori currently on the run still. We're going to knock, ooh, we are going to be able to get a red. Hold on, that's a blue. That was cancelled by a flywheel. Okay, good. Good. Did Aka still has it connected? Okay, Aka still has it connected. That's a good news. And right now we're just going to wait. Just gonna wait. We're gonna be, oh, we didn't get hit, and that's okay. We're gonna fly up and then come back down with that teleportation. And it's a dead man. It's a dead man. Oh, hold on a second. Everyone's blue. We teleported run. Aka. Okay. From what we know, Micah needs to look for a locker. We need to look for a locker here. I feel it will be the best case scenario here to actually look for a locker, just so we can get rid of the blue before we go into rescue, or else it'll be a double down. No one can pop on the Cypher Machine. But right now we're gonna look for Seer. Seer's gonna get that flywheel out just on time as well. But that's no owl on towards the Seer. At least GK is down on the ground here, just to get rid of the polarity. But for Aka here still, this is a really high chance of getting a 4-1 elimination. It's so similar to that GG game that we played in the finals for Koa. That game for Aka. Like, we talked about Hermit multiple times, especially in CN server as well, with Toa using Hermit. But from Aka's side, that miracle land on the Gravekeeper was game-changing. Because initially speaking, we needed to land a teleport on towards the Survivor to get a hit on them. But for Aka, that long-distance teleport was absolutely insane how that actually landed. If we're talking normal, right, if teleport wasn't consumed, usually you would have to teleport in and then waste a little bit more time. But in our case scenario, we're going to be able to get that out. Okay, that's no problem. That's going to be a blue on towards prisoner. We're trying to find Yuke here as fast as we can, but how much owl does Yuke have? This is the biggest question of it all. We're not going to be able to vault over here. Thankfully, Yuke's still trying to buy a little bit more time. We're going to connect here right about now, but we're going to change over towards a blue. And with that blue, that's going to be a red. Are we going to be able to go down? We won't be able to go down here just yet, but the Cypher Machine still has not been opened. Now, the only issue here is if we actually decode the exit gate, we will get a teleporter on right after Seer gets that blue on himself. So we need to be a little bit more careful here from the Survivor side. We're not willing to open the gate here just yet. Yuke, that's going to be a red on towards the Survivors. We can't change towards blue right here, but Prisoner can change towards blue, so that's fine. We're going to change over here. That's going to be immediate sun immediate hit, and we have a teleport. Can we teleport over with 70% on the exit gate right now? We're going to teleport over straight towards Prisoner, and hello to you, Prisoner. You're someone without borrowed, you're someone with an exit pad, and he goes down immediately here too. Meanwhile, Mike in here is still on the run. Now, it seems like we're going to chair Prisoner first before we go look for someone else. Meanwhile, Mike is on the exit gate, it seems. Playing here a little bit more careful. Aka getting stuck there, which wasn't the best for him. But at least the good news is, we have Tinnitus here. We need a one-man escape from the Survivor side. If we're being honest, we need a one-man escape. And to get this one-man escape, you're going to need someone to get towards the gate. What I recommend is one Survivor, one gate. One Survivor, one gate. And I do think you'll be able to get at least guarantee a one-man. But for Gravekeeper right now, with no items remaining left on his hand, preferably speaking, he needs to actually go towards Oh, hold on a second. Seer's gonna get stunned here. Seer got stunned. 36% still maintaining stationary. And that's my confound ASAP right about now. We can red. We can red. We're not hitting here just yet. Hold on. That's a... Oh, okay. I was about to say we can red since Seer had red too. So then, like, it's a detention hit anyway, so you go down. But it seems like we're playing a little bit more safer here than I thought it would be. Yuke! There's a dungeon on the other side, but it seems like we actually want to go towards the exit gate here. And he said, Yuke! Never mind, I forgot GK wasn't on chair. That's a beautiful flywheel, but that flywheel, as beautiful as it sounds, it's not going to do anything for you. Therefore, a 4-man elimination here, conquered by Aka. Man is happy with himself, you see on the bottom right of our screen on the cam. But let's move on.